So the first question is, how do we build your seat? It starts with building your core stability. Now, a lot of people think that our core is just our abdominals, but actually it's so much more than that. And what we want to be able to practice and hone as a rider are our deep core muscles. So the first exercise that I'm going to take you through is an exercise called the bird dog. And the bird dog is amazing because it's very low impact, it's beginner friendly, and if we want to make it more difficult, then we can add in some variations if you're already at a more advanced or established level with building your core stability. So let's have a look at the exercise. We're going to come on to an all-four tabletop position. What you're looking for here is a nice flat back and that your back is parallel to the ground. We're going to be pushing up through our shoulders, not sinking in, because that's going to be putting extra strain on the joints. So we're pushing up through the shoulders. We're not tilting our pelvis at all, so our pelvis is in a neutral position. It's not in anterior tilt, which is quite often what we see in a lot of riders, and it's not in a posterior tilt where our back is then arched. So we're going to find neutral pelvis. We're going to have a nice neutral spine, and we're going to extend one arm forwards and one leg back so that we've got a nice parallel position to the ground. We're going to be flexing this toe. So we don't want to point the toe backwards, we want to keep it flexed because this is going to give us a nice stretch down the back of our leg. And then what we do is swap to the opposite side. So we extend the left arm forwards, the right leg back, and we're going to alternate this movement so that it's nice and smooth. We pause in the fully extended position for 1 to 2 seconds, then release, and then swap over. What we want to be careful is when we're transferring the weight that we're not rocking side to side. And you can do a very easy test with that by either getting a ball or a block, and we're going to pop it onto our back. And if the block falls off, you know that you've tilted your pelvis or your back too much. So we're going to do that test again. So extend the right arm forwards, left leg back, left arm forwards, right leg back. If you feel ready for a challenge, you can come into a bear position. And this is where we lift our knees off the ground and we repeat the same exercise. And it is a much more difficult exercise because you're having to really stabilize yourself and use those core muscles. Now, some of you might be thinking, what could I do if I have problems with my joints or I feel like there's too much pressure going through my arms and my wrists? And that's where a personalized plan and having that rider-specific knowledge could really benefit you. So I'm going to show you a quick variation. I'm going to pick up a couple of dumbbells. I've got some 2-pound dumbbells here. We're going to come onto our back and we're just going to replicate the position that we were previously in, so a tabletop position. And I'm going to extend my right arm back, left leg forwards, and bring that up, and then do the opposite side. So this exercise is called a dead bug. It's absolutely fantastic for riders who can't put strain through their wrists or their joints, but still really engaging the core. And if you wanted to, you could just do a half roll up each time. You do this exercise. For those who are more advanced, we can come into a boat pose. So here, what I'm going to show you, I've got my knees in a diamond position, in an open position. We're going to have nice good posture, and we're just going to simply tap our toes and then extend them upwards, really engaging the core muscles. I've got my weights, which is going to add a little bit of extra resistance and difficulty to this exercise. But what we want to be able to do here is maintain our position without wobbling around, and being able to flex and extend those toes and just tapping the ground. So there we have it, the very first lot of exercises that are going to help you unlock your seat. And unlocking your seat all starts from building a good, deep and stable core. We'll see you in the next video, where we're going to be looking at the rider's leg position, the correct thigh angle, and why some riders' toes point outwards when they ride, and how that interferes with the communication with their horse.